right? So program number 8 is about implementation of doubly linked list, which is going to contain the details of employee, the details such as social security number, name, department, designation, salary, and the phone number. So compared to our normal linked list, doubly linked list has no much difference. Only thing is the node will be having two pointers. Next pointer to point to the next node, previous pointer to point to the previous node. So all we talk about is the difference between nodes in singly linked list and doubly linked list. So this is what is singly linked list, and this is what is doubly linked list. So in singly linked list we were having only one pointer called next to point to the next node. So other than the data value. But here we have in doubly linked list we have two pointers. One is next pointer to point to the next node. Another one is previous pointer to point to the previous node. So that is the difference. Insertion, deletion, all the processing part will remain the same. Create a DLL doubly linked list of n employees by using end insertion. End means this right side is treated as end, left side is treated as front. We have to use right side insertion and create the doubly link. That is first job. Second job is to display and count the number of nodes in it. Third one is perform insertion and deletion at the end of the doubly linked list. That means at the right side you have to insert and delete from the right side. Perform insertion and deletion from the front side. That means at the left side, perform insertion and deletion. Demonstrate how this DSL can be used as double-ended queue. So double-ended queue already we have studied. What happens in which there are two ends both for insertion and deletion. That is what is double-ended queue. How it can be used? Double-ended queue, because anyhow we are performing all these operations. Combination of the C and D. Combination of the C and D is E itself. That's it. We are calling these functions only. Insert front, delete front. Insert end, delete end. Then it becomes our double-ended queue. So one by one I'll be discussing. First, let us study the structure definition for the node. For the node, we have to study the structure definition. Whenever I talk about node, the node is going to contain these many fields. That is understood from now onwards. So what is that? Social security number of an employee. Next field is name of an employee. Next field is department of an employee in which the employee is working. Designation of the employee. Next we have salary of the employee. Next coming to phone number of the employee. Right? So these are the fields. Along with these two more fields. What is that? Next pointer to point to the next node, previous pointer to point to the previous node. This will be pointing to the previous node, this will be pointing to the next node. So this is just an empty node. This is just an empty node. So whenever I talk about a node, it is understood that we are referring to these many terms implicitly. So whenever I talk about temporary node or any node, nothing but we are directly referring to these 8 fields. Previous pointer, SSN, name, department, designation, salary, phone number, and next. So for explanation purpose, I may not tell each and every field. So we'll be referring to SSN or the name of the employee. Remaining fields will be giving as an input, but explanation wise, I'll be taking any one field for the explanation because it is difficult to draw entire thing on this screen, right? So these are the prototype of the different functions for creating and doubly linked list, for displaying the elements, for inserting front, for performing delete front, insert end, delete end, and for double-ended queue. For all the problem definitions, we have declared prototype of the functions. So these are 8 different prototypes of the different functions what we are using. The program execution will always start from the main function. So as you know, the program execution will start from the main function. These are the variables which are used for processing purpose. Employee, for the above structure definition, we are declaring a node called head 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is head. As per this I am telling what happens in this statement. I am going to take head as a new node and storing null everywhere. Nothing is there now. It is an empty header node. It is not an header node. It is name given for the first node. like how we used to take first. Now here head is the name which is being given for this. You can also give any name, whatever name you want you can give. If you want you can give first. If you want you can give temp. But what naming convention we are using here? We are using a naming convention called head. Now first node has been created because before you perform any of the doubly linked list operations, first we should have one empty node. First we should have one empty node, because once we have the empty node, then only we can perform different operations on the doubly linked list. So for that empty node, we have given a name called head. We have given a name called head, right? So this will be printed as it is on the screen. Program to illustrate doubly linked list operations. Now it will be repeatedly displayed till you enter the 8 for the exit. So first option for creating, displaying, insert end, 4 for delete end, 5 for insert front, 6 for delete front, 7 for DQ, 8 for exit. So ask the user to enter the choice, store it in a variable called ch. Let us say you have given choice 1. Let us say you have given choice 1. See, this I am explaining at a faster rate. Why? Because this is just a print which will be printed as it is on the screen. We are giving some options, choice to the user, so that user can, so that the user or programmer can select the choice and perform the corresponding operation. Right? Now let us see. Let us go for the first choice. So first choice could be right. First choice could be right. Create an doubly linked list. First choice is what? Creating a doubly linked list. So make that header node to null. Already we have done that. So header node has been head node has been created. That is first node has been created. Don't confuse this header node with the header linked list what you have studied just now. That is different. This is different. This is just a name given for the first node. So head is just the name given for the first node. So with that name, we are processing all the remaining nodes of the doubly linked list. Right? So enter the number of employees, like how we asked in the 7th program, number of students. Same way, let us say we want to create the details of 2 employees, because if we take more than 2, the processing explanation time will be more. I think it will create synchronization problem. I'll power off the video. Right? So n equal to 2. Now create function will be called onto the create function will be called by passing total number of employees and head node. Total number of employees and head node. What is head node? Head node is none. Nothing is there in the head node. Process it, and then the processed linked list will be again assigned to the head itself. Now earlier n, after inserting details of two employees, now the head will be pointing to those 2 employees. That's it. Now the control will transfer from here. Control will be transferred to the definition of the create. Here it is here. The definition of the create function. How the create function works. So take the temporary nodes. Temp and PTR are the temporary nodes used for traversal purpose. As we have 2 employees, this for loop will repeat for 2 times. Because for 1 employee, you have to ask the details, get the details, store it in the new node. For second employee, again ask the details, store it in the node. Take a temporary node. Temporary nodes have been declared here already. For the temporary node, allocate the memory of what type of sector employee. That means our temporary node will be ready now. I'll minimize this. Now the temporary node will be ready. Right? 8 fields are there. We have 8 fields. Right? This is one temporary node. For that we have allocated the memory. Ask the user to enter the details of the employee. Employee I plus 1. I is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So for the first employee, you are getting the details. Ask to enter SSN, name, department, designation, salary, and the phone number. And they will be stored where? At temp pointer SSN. So these fields already I have explained. This is previous pointer, this is previous pointer, and this is next pointer. What is this? This is SSN. What is this? Next, name. Next field is department. Next field is, fourth one is designation. Fifth one is salary. One, no, I think I changed it somewhere. This will become SSN. SSN, name, department, designation, salary, then the phone number, right? These are the fields for every node. So I'll be not writing them again and again, just for explanation purpose I took them. So now what I'll do, I'll erase those fields. I'll erase those fields, right? Whatever information you have given, say you have given number as one, name as A, right? Then department as CSE or any other department, right? Designation you can give something like AP. For employee data I am trying to show. Salary you can write some number, right? Whatever salary you want you can enter. Then phone number you can enter 9999 and all. So this node is ready now. We have just created the node and store the data in that one. The next step, make temp pointer previous and temp pointer next both as null. What is temp pointer previous? This, make it as null. Temp pointer next, make this as null. Both I am going to make it as null because nowhere they are pointing now. The first node is ready now. Only the first node is ready. The first node should be, because this itself will become the very first node. But we need to check. What we have done now, we have taken on temporary node, store the data of an employee in this. But you need to check whether this is the first node. By looking at this, you can say that this is the first node. But how the code should come to know? So that will come to know only if the header is null. Earlier what happened, whenever we started the program, head was pointing to null. So not of null is true. What it indicates here is, this indicates that there are no nodes in the linked list. There are no nodes in the linked list. That means this itself will become the first node. What happens? Assign temp to head, or in other words, make temp. That means to this temp, now head is pointing. To this temp, now head is pointing. And if it's true, this has been done, and then continue is executed. So what continue it does? It will skip remaining part of the for loop. It will go for the next iteration. What continue does? Within this for loop, we have these many statements. So what continue does? We have these many statements. These statements will be skipped, and it will go for next iteration of the for loop. Right? So value of I will be incremented. 1 second, we are here. So value of I will be incremented. Value of I becomes 1. 1 is less than 2. Condition is true. Enter. Again, it will ask for the details. But for that purpose, first we have to take temporary node. One more temporary node you have to take and allocate memory. Because number 1 is over now. For number 2, you have to take memory. Right? Take the temporary node and allocate memory. Right? So now this is not the temp node. This was earlier. This was the temp node. Now I am erasing it for explanation purpose. Right? Now this becomes the new temporary node. This becomes new temporary node. Now whatever data you want to ask the user and get that data. Say I'll store 2 here, X, department as EC, right? Designation as AP, and some number, mobile number, right? This is ready. But while giving real-time input, you have to give proper input during the execution. But as space is very less here, I am taking some numbers and giving input. But while giving input, you give proper name, proper salary, and proper designation. Okay. Then make these two to point to null. Temp pointer previous equal to null. Temp pointer next also equal to null. Now what is the job? We have to perform linking between these two. We have to perform linking between these two. So it's very simple, right? Because we have header which is pointing to this node, temp which is pointing to this node. By using header and temp, by using head and temp, we can perform linking between these two. By using head and temp, we can perform linking between these two. This field I will simply write it as slash because you don't get confused like there is something, some data is there in that one. No, there is no data in that. Just I will write slash for indicating null, slash for indicating null. Okay. Now if is it true? No. Head is not null because head is pointing to some node. There is one node which is existing. What is that node? Node number 1 is existing. So when some node is existing, it will, the if statement will not execute, it will go for the else part. Take a pointer called ptr and make it to point to head. So I have taken one more pointer called ptr and make it to point to head now. Because your purpose is to go to the last node. Because we are using insert end. We are using insert end to insert a node at the end of the linked list. That means you should take the pointer and reach the end of the linked list and there you attach the new node. So is it true while ptr pointer next? What is ptr? ptr is this one. ptr pointer next is what? ptr pointer next is null. That means we will not traverse it further. We will not traverse. This will not at all execute. This will execute only when there are more than one node. For the next iteration, this will execute. We will traverse for the next node, but it is not required to traverse now, right? Then what we have done is we have already reached the last node because we have only one node in the linked list. Now we are attaching this second node to the linked list. We are attaching this second node to the linked list, right? So what we do? Temp pointer previous equal to ptr. Temp pointer previous. What you have to do? Take temp pointer previous and make it to point to ptr. Pointer previous and make it to point to ptr because ptr is pointing to this node. Next statement, ptr pointer next equal to temp. So make ptr pointer next is this one. Whenever you write the pointer, you should remove the slash because slash indicates null. You should remove the slash. Right? So ptr pointer next, this statement, ptr pointer next equal to temp. ptr pointer next equal to temp. So we have performed successfully linking. We have performed successfully linking. When it goes for the next iteration, we will come out of the for loop and return head. Head will be returned. So where head is pointing now? Head is pointing to node 1 and node 2. Afterwards, the linked list is containing two nodes now. This is node number 1 and this is node number 2. Whereas head is pointing to first node of the linked list. This is status. This entire status is what? Outcome of. This entire status is what? Outcome of this create end. Now return that head. Where it will go back? It will go back to the caller. Control will go back to the caller. So this was, what is the outcome of RHS? Outcome of RHS is we have created two nodes successfully. We have created two nodes successfully and that is being assigned to head itself. So that is what is status. Already this status is available here. Same status will be written there. Right? So case 1 is over. So let us say case 2. Case 2 is simple, displaying all the nodes of a linked list. So just displaying all the nodes of a linked list. Right? What it does, the display function, the control will transfer to the display function. Header, it will be received, the header node, head pointer will be received in the head variable. Here if you want, you can give any other name. Your name also you can give here. But to avoid the confusion, same naming conventions I am using. Right? Struct employee temp. So we are taking one ptr pointer to traverse across the node. Count counted for displaying number of nodes. I'll be using this scenario itself for displaying. Right? So how it works, count will be made to 0, make PTR to point to head, and while this condition is true, while PTR is true, just incrementation part PTR equal to PTR pointer next count plus plus. So PTR is already pointing here. That is how the for loop works. This is simple for loop. I think I need not explain in depth. Initialization, condition checking, and incrementing, three parts are there. Don't get confused with the things here. Alright. Now I have given some space. You will come to know what is this. This is initialization part, condition checking, and here condition checking we are just, yeah, that is understood. Whether PTR is pointing to some existing node or not. That's what we are checking. So what is the first PTR? PTR is pointing to head. This one. Display all the values present in this node. What are the values? Count will be incremented by 1 because how many nodes are there? First node is visited, count will become 1. Employee, SSN, name, department designation, all the details are being printed. Like in these are the format specifiers, corresponding format specifier. This is what is count, PTR pointer, SSN, name, department, designation, salary, and the phone number. So all these details are printed as it is. Then repeat the for loop. What happens in the incrementation part? See output. I will not show this again. What details is going to display? Count as 1, number as 1, then SSN of the employee 1, name, any name of the employee, department of the employee, designation of the employee, salary of the employee, then phone number of the employee. This it will display. At the end, what we have? At the end, we have backslash n. Control will go to the next line. Then it will print the display of second employee. Count 2 and employee number 2. Just for reference, I am telling. When you display it, actually the actual data, whatever you input, that will be displayed. Perform PTR equal to PTR pointer next. I will take the help of diagram. Advance this pointer and make it to point to the next node. Right? Now PTR is pointing to this node. PTR has advanced to point to the next node. PTR has advanced to point to the next node. Check the condition whether PTR is pointing to some existing node here. Yes, PTR is pointing to some existing node. So condition is to enter into the for loop, increment the count by 1. New value of count becomes 2. That will be displayed here for the next time. Display all the details of the second employee. That means whatever details are present here, display all those details. Whatever details are present here, display all those details. So when the counter is incremented, when the for loop is repeated, the incrementation part will take place. What is that? Make PTR to point to the next node. Make PTR to point to the next node. Now earlier PTR is pointing here. If you take PTR to point here, it is pointing to null because there is no existing node here. There is no existing node. When there is no existing node here, PTR is pointing to some node which is not existing. Pointing to some existing. Finally, what statement we are printing? We are printing statement that the total number of employees are count. The total number of employees are count. Here, in fact, it will display the other values. Then will come out. So this is what is the output. Why? Because in our place we have 2 nodes. Right? Display is over. Control will go back to the caller. Display function has been executed successfully. So insert end and delete end. So let us see first insert end. Means at the right side you have to insert. The present existing status of the nodes will be passed. Then the new header will be updated. New head node will be updated. Whatever outcome of RHS is there, that will be assigned to the LHS. Let us go to insert end function now. Presently what we have, node number 1 and node number 2. Presently we have these two nodes now. On these two nodes we have to insert one more node here at the end. Right? Let us go to insert end. This is insert front function, delete front function, insert end function. Right? This is what is insert end function. So before I perform insert end, I will take the present status. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those nodes, whatever two nodes we have. As I don't have space here, I am writing them in compact form. Right? So where head is pointing, head pointer is pointing here. And this is the status, existing status. And here it is null. And here it is null. Right? This is the existing status with two. Presently we have two nodes. This is what is present status of our doubly linked list. This is present status of our doubly linked list. Right? With this present status, we need to insert one more node here. So take these temporary nodes for traversal purpose. For the temporary node, allocate the memory. As we are inserting here at the end, I am writing the new node here itself for explanation purpose. This is the new node for which we allocate the memory. Right? For which we allocate the memory. What is that new node? Temp is the new node. We have taken temp as the new node. This statement, these two statements are over. Enter the details of the employee and ask user to enter those details. What are those details? SSN, name, department, designation, salary, phone number. All these details the employee will enter. Where we are going to store them? Scan them and store in the temporary node. So whatever you give, say SSN, you will give the SSN here. Then you will provide some name value, right? Then you will give some department details, salary details, then phone number. All these details you are giving. This is what you have to give during the execution. While running the program, we will give this input. Now, when you have given this input, make this temp pointer previous and temp pointer next equal to null. Make these two as null. This statement is over. Because this is existing, this is new node, I have to attach, perform linking between these two. How is that possible? Head is pointing to these nodes and temp is pointing to this node. It is easy to perform linking between this head and temp now. If not of head, this is true only when there are no. It's possible that whenever you are performing, this could be empty. If there are no nodes, you imagine without this. If there are no nodes, then this itself will become the first node. If there are no nodes in the linked list, this itself will become the first node. Right? Now this is false in our case. Next, I will take one temporary pointer, this statement. Take PTR and make it to point to the location where head is pointing. So PTR equal to head. Traverse and reach the last node. You have to reach the last node. Now at the last node, you have to perform the attachment. You have to reach the last node and perform the attachment at the last node. So how do you perform? While PTR, see, instead of writing the next line, the statement is written here in the same line. Because even if you have one space, you cannot write this. This is nothing but same. This is right. This is part of the while loop. While PTR pointer next, is it true? What is PTR? PTR is this node. What is PTR pointer next? PTR pointer next is this node. That means there is one node which is existing. There is one node which is existing. Our job is to reach the last node, but we have not yet reached the last node. So perform this. Take PTR and make it to point to next node. PTR equal to PTR pointer next. So it will go to the next node. PTR equal to PTR pointer next. So what I will do, I will erase this part. Right? Now after moving, again come to the condition of the while loop. Check it. While PTR pointer next, is it true? While PTR pointer next, do we have next node here? No. Next node is empty. That means we will stop traversing and we will come out of the while loop and we will just perform the linking. How we perform linking? How do we perform? The previous pointer should point to this one, to point to this one. That's it. So how do we perform? As we are going to perform linking here, I will erase these pointers now. So this will be null itself at the end. What is that? Temp pointer previous, because we know that this is previous pointer. I need not tell you again and again. This is next pointer. Okay. Temp pointer previous should point to PTR. Temp pointer previous should point to PTR. PTR pointer next should point to temp. PTR pointer next should point to temp. Next should point to temp. We have successfully performed linking between these two. Now this has become part of this node and simply return the head. What is that? The present status remains the same. Now we have three nodes. What we have done, we have successfully inserted a node at the end. If you want one more node at the, will transfer back to the caller, insert and definition. So insert end is over. So we are left with three more functions. So delete end, insert front, delete front, and dequeue. So dequeue is nothing but a combination of these four. That's it. So the remaining part I will explain. I'll stop here and I'll take it in the next class.